June, people. How exciting. We we are ready. We are in our summer. We are going to do things. I just want to say one quick thing. I know there are a lot of people out there that are afraid in the States because of all the craziness that is going on with our government. And I would encourage you to get your phone out and get your phone out and call your senator and your congressperson and tell them not to vote for that crazy, no good bill. And the number is 202 224 3121. Because instead of us just being afraid, we can do something. Make those calls, get out there, do something. Don't just let fear and anxiety take you down. You have a voice, use it. Call your senator, call your congress people. The number is 202 224 3121. Tell them no, vote no on that bill. Okay, so now we'll start with what I wanted to talk to you about today. I had to put that out there because I have been having conversations with so many people who are so afraid right now because of what's happening in our country. And there are so many things that is like, ooh, anyway. Today, I want to talk about 5 steps to prepare to win in the next 3 months. June was a fantastic month for me as far as helping my clients. I had a client who had submitted his short for Cannes, and I convinced him that he had to go, whether or not he won, that wasn't the issue. He just needed to be there for social proof, to document, to see what it was all about. And can I tell you, his short won, and he was there. He was there. It was so exciting. Also, a fabulous young lady has been watching my videos, and she reached out to me because she saw a video on doing your one person show, and an interview that I did with the fabulous Adela Barnes, the head of the Los Angeles Theater Women's Film Festival. Let me say that again. The Los Angeles Women's Theater Festival, Miss Adela Barnes. I had done a great interview with her where she gave some incredible information for those of you who are interested in the one person show genre. And she watched it, she submitted her stuff, and she got to be on. I was so excited. Also helped a couple of clients with their headshots, and they killed it. They came out with some great headshots. Anyway, so I am super jazzed about wins, and not to and I would be remiss if I left this out. My personal win. I am getting back into the acting game myself, being in front. I have a one person show that I'm getting ready to mount. And so my goal for June was to get back, start working out on my stuff. And I got a dialect coach, and I have taken it all month, and it has been phenomenal. So I hope, I just thought of something. I always have friends who say, "You're so positive. You're so positive." Mm-mm, I'm not positive. What I am is hopeful. I am filled with hope. It's not that things don't go awry, because they do. Sometimes, sometimes things don't work out the way you want it. But the thing is, you keep going, right? You keep doing what it is that you want to do. So I want to talk about 5 steps you can take to prepare to win in the next 3 months. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is conducting a reality check, aka the Champions Audit. So, what is the Champions Audit? Well, it is you reflecting on the last 90 days. Ask yourself what worked, what didn't, what fell flat, where did I sabotage myself, what was I avoiding? What did I miss out on because I didn't follow through? That's a champion's audit. And getting real as you go through it without any shame, without any um, judgment, but just reviewing your last 3 months like athletes do. You know, when they are reviewing, when they are going back through their games, their, you know, if they play sport, if they play if they box, if they're runners, whatever they do, they review their tapes. So as artists, we should be reviewing our tapes. We should be reviewing our calendar. What did I have this last month? Also, um, start journaling or put together a whiteboard to write out your wins, your lessons, your roadblocks. And I would recommend that you set a 30-minute review and reset session this week. We are, for those of you who are into quarters, we are coming up on a new quarter. I'm big on quarters. I read two books uh, last year that really changed the way I do stuff. The first one is the 12-week year, which is all about doing your goals in quarters as opposed to all my goals for the year, which is what I used to do. No mas. I now do it in a quarterly fashion. The other book that I read that really made a difference for me was 10X by Benjamin Hardy. Fantastic book. Benjamin Hardy, Dan Sullivan, awesome. So when you review and reset, you can start to see things clearly as we're going through the next 3 months. And I encourage you to work in 3 months, is looking at what is your strategy going to be. Have you had a strategy? Do you have a strategy? Do you know what a strategy is? Those are good questions that you need to ask yourself and come up with answers. um, Number two, define your single power goal. Choose one big, juicy goal that you need to move the needle on. Is it booking a role? Is it signing with an agent? Is it launching a short film, submitting it to festivals? What is your big, juicy goal going to be this month? That's what we want to know. What is your big, juicy goal that you're going to work on? And then write out a 90-day plan in the SMART format. And the SMART format is you make your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So, and then you take it, what can you do in the month of July? What can you do in the month of August? And what can you do in the month of September? So, pick that big goal, break it down into the SMART format, and then start looking at how can you get there. Okay, and we could talk more about that another time. Number three, build yourself a weekly non-negotiable routine. You have to design a game plan for yourself with fixed time blocks, for class, for study, for creative time, for memorization, for your self-tape. Set a weekly calendar and try to stick to it as much as you can. My planner, Acting Smarter planner, gives you how to do all of that. I highly recommend you get it. You can get it as a digital or as a hard copy. Um, and also, as you're going through your non-negotiables, take out all those things that are low priority that really aren't going to move the ball for your goal. Take them out. Focus on three things you can do this week to help you move that great big goal. Okay? Number four. Oh my God, this is huge. Upgrade your circle and accountability. So what does that mean? It means you want to start surrounding yourself with people who hold the same vision, or a vision that they're going for what they want. not the version of you that gave up. You don't want to be around people that are into pity parties, people that really want to, just cry about how hard things are. You don't want to be around people who say, it's too hard to memorize the lines. I just heard that this weekend. It made me so bad. Look, if you're an actor, your job is to memorize the lines. That's part of acting. I don't know. I don't know who told you that you could be an actor without really memorization attached to it, because that is part of the job. If you want to be an actor, you got to memorize lines all the time. You are being asked to memorize scripts. You're being asked to perform with material that has been written for you, and you have to deliver it. If you don't want to memorize lines, don't be an actor. Then go ahead and have a podcast, maybe. And I don't know how good that would be, because even me doing my podcast, I'm still working on memorization. I'm still putting material down. It's not just, I'm going to turn the camera on and whatever I say is okay. Mm-mm. Acting is the part of acting that you have to hold on to. If you don't feel like memorizing, is start to say to yourself, memorization is like eating my vegetables. If I memorize and I eat my vegetables, then I can get to the dessert, which is being on stage or being in front of the camera, because now you have all the material in you and you can deliver it. So you got to eat your vegetables. You got to eat you got to take in the material, memorize it, and then do it like it is the first time you're doing it. I just wanted to throw that in there. So, in upgrading your circle, you are looking for a community of people who are moving towards their goal, who are single minded. Um, I am starting a new community for actors in the middle of July, the 21st. I'm going to be starting. So if you're interested, DM me and I'll get you the information. But one of the things that I've learned is how important for actors to be in community. Not just any community, but be in communities that are supportive, that hold you accountable, that push you forward. The last year, I have been a part of 5 communities, and um, they all serve a different task for me. But I will tell you that being in those communities have 10x me. It has moved my ball. It has made me focused in a whole different way. My finances are better. Everything is better because I am in a community or in communities where everybody is looking to do better. So nobody is sitting down whining and having excuses why they can't do this, or complaining, or having tantrums because it just feels too hard. Listen, anything you want is going to um, be challenging. That's just how it is. Nothing comes for free. You've got to earn it. You got to put skin in the game. So instead of having a pity party like it's just too hard, how about you change how you see it, reframe it in a different way? Oh my God, this is so exciting. It's an adventure. I get to do this. I get to memorize lines. I get to do self tapes. I get to change how you say things, change how you view things, and seek out that community, seek out those like-minded actors who are moving forward. Maybe not like-minded actors, because maybe you're not in that mindset yet, but who will help you. Just being in the room and hearing the conversations of people going for the impossible will encourage you. The last thing I want to share with you is to take one bold, scary action every week. DM a casting director that you already know, um, or contact a director that you've met. Do something that is scary to you. When I started, I'll tell you this little story. When uh, I switched from just doing videos, because I had a YouTube channel called Common Sense Mamita. So basically, similar format as this. And I was, interviewing people and giving information, blah, blah, blah. And last year I decided I was going to switch the format and go into podcasting. And so the first year was great. But as I was ending the first year, I was like, okay, what am I going to do to upgrade? How am I going to punch up that's my new term. How am I punching up? I want to be working out with people who are above me, instead of, for a long time when you're helping people, sometimes you're the smartest one in the room. And one of the things I said to myself a year and a half ago was, I do not want to be the smartest person in the room anymore. So I got into these communities where I was not the smartest person in the room anymore, and I love it. And so it has given me a new perspective on helping my clients who are figuring things out, because I now have a new conversation. I am helping them as I am being helped. And so I decided for the second year of the podcast that I was going to call upon my friends who were quite successful, and I was petrified. That's why I'm telling you this. I started taking that bold, scary action step every week, reaching out to a friend who, is doing a regular role on a series and doing this and doing that, and it transformed how I showed up, because I've known a lot of people. I've been in the business over 40 some years. So I know a lot of successful people, but sometimes we don't want to bother them, or we don't feel like, oh, they're going to say yes, I don't want to be rejected. And so last year I just said, nope, I am just going to do it. I may be afraid, I might feel uncomfortable, but I'm going for that thing that I want. That thing that makes your stomach flutter, that makes your heart pound, that makes you sweat. That's what I started doing this year. And it's not like I've not done it. I mean, I came to California with that bold confidence, like, I don't care, I'm going for it. But somewhere over the years, I kind of lost that thing, and I had to get my mojo back. My mojo's back. So I'm asking you to take one scary, big, bold action every week for the next 3 months. Go for the thing that you want. Don't let anything stop you. And again, if you need to be part of a group that pushes you forward, DM me so you can be in my community. We start July 21st. So I just want you to know that you can go from random to rhythmic. You can stop doing random things and be focused on the thing you want to do. Stop going from hoping and go to executing. Execute those ideas that you have. Stop going from consuming social media to creating social media, creating short films, creating a web series, creating. You're an actor. People hire you to be in their projects that they create. We are in a different time right now. Um, Today's actor has to make their own content. It's not like it was when I started. It is a brand new world out there for actors. The actors that succeed are the actors who create their own projects. Keep that in mind. Start to think about what can you create to showcase yourself. And then finally, I want to say to you, stop going from excuses. Stop making excuses, and go to creating things that bring about evidence, that give you social proof. So instead of making excuses that it's hard to learn the material, I hate memorization, go to, I memorized a monologue, I memorized the scene, I'm getting ready to shoot it with my friend next week. I want you to Be the superstar that I know you are, that you know you are, but other people need to know you are. So that's all I have to tell you today. I want you to win these next 3 months. I want you to do your thing. Stop making excuses. Stop hanging out with pigeons. You are an eagle. Don't hang out with pigeons or turkeys. Be that eagle, majestic, fly, soar. Be the superstar that you are, my friend. Be the superstar that you are. All righty. I will see you next time.